cut this in half, make it a little more manageable in my work area here. Now we can start with the Dremel. Not very sure which one of these makes the best as far as like doing your outline, so I picked out these three to try first. These are the two that I used on my last one for the outline. And I grabbed this one as well for maybe some tighter lines. And I have the other ones there, you know, but those three I think are going to be what I'm going to use. Let me get this all set up and I'll be right back. Wish me luck, guys. Did I mention I can't draw for diddly sclooty? Oh, you can see my cartoon horse there, right? Let's hope it doesn't transfer to the Dremel or through the Dremel. I always forget I need to go a little bit further away from my line because I'm not going to get right close to it. Trying to go a little lighter this time than I did the previous times doing it because I kind of gouged the heck out of it starting out. So I'm doing a little light-handed to start here, and then I can always go back and go deeper. It's a lot easier to redo it than once it's gone, it's gone. I'm sure you guys know, a lot of you are. Put on there. Got some other ones I want to go back in and do, but I want to do them with a finer tip. I also have some, I want to go over this again deeper because I went real light the first time. I'd rather go over it a second time than try to do it deep the first time like I did on the previous ones that I tried. Several times I missed, mishap, lost control, and then I got a big old gouge going that way. So I'm going to go over these again and check back in once I'm done with that. Some of this stuff around the edges, outline with my Dremel. Went back in with that kind of V-shaped chisel. I don't know the name of it. I'm sure there's a proper name for it. And got into some of these areas here. It's helping me decide what I want to leave and what I want to take off, especially for the main. I thought about doing that group cluster, so I kind of did a combination. I never read the directions before I do anything. Probably should have looked online and figured out which part I was supposed to do first. But I did the outline, then this part. Then I'm going to go back and kind of do my edges again with the Dremel, round them off, do some shading. But I learned better just doing it versus reading about it or watching a video about it. If you guys have any tips or pointers, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Definitely welcome. Especially being new at it. I think it's turned out pretty good so far. But it is almost dark, and I'm so sad because I don't want to stop. I want to keep doing it, and tomorrow it's going to rain. I am back, day 2. Well, it's been more than that many days for me, but I can't remember where we left off. I think I might have did this off camera, because I know it started to rain and I had to wait a day or two to come back. Or outlined everything, came in and started pulling some of this out, and now that I'm looking at it, it's definitely not deep enough, which I didn't plan to on the first go around anyway. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go back in and get my lines a little deeper. I think I'm going to use this V-cut kind of chisel and see if I can get some nice clean lines around here. A little deeper in there. This is my first time using the chisel and hammer method. I've never done them before, so it's still awkward to me. I guess I could use the Dremel to do this with. I don't necessarily need to use this, but I want to. I want to try it out and see if I like it. So far I'm doing so well. I've done cut into my horse's nose over here, but that's okay. I can come back in and fix it. And I think this needs to be sharpened. It seems almost as if it's ripping the wood and not really cutting it. Could be my technique too. Very awkward holding this left-handed for me. I don't think I would be able to hit the hammer with my left hand though. Watch people do this on TV or on YouTube and it is dink, 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 dink. On my sides here, pulling these out. I've run into a few problem areas. I have a soft spot in the wood here. So I think I might just use my Dremel and see if I can graze over this. Because it started breaking off the tips of my hairs there trying to do it with the chisel. also had a soft spot here. So I'm just going to try and round that out and round it. Make it look like maybe a muscle. More of a shadow right there. Here I'm not sure what to do. There's a knot. Was barely able to get through it with my Dremel. You see the line there? That outline at the bottom of the mouth. So maybe I might be able to just rough it up just enough to pull that color out so it'll blend with this. Or I can at least take out some of the knot with the Dremel and then come back in with the chisel. Right now I just started some of my details in the ears here. I think I might do a few here in the eye. This one seems to work pretty good for that. So I'm just kind of bouncing all over the place and probably not going in order or whatever, but it's working for me. It's the best way for me to learn anyway. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. If you have any suggestions on what I could do with this knot right here and with the soft spot, please let me know in the comments. My husband suggested just cutting this all out, but then I kind of lose this. I guess maybe if I did it that far away and then cut it out, I might be able to cut out the soft spot. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I will check back in a little while. Like I said, I'm going to do these little details right now. See how that goes. That time again, worst part of the day, when the sun goes down. Absolutely hate it. Then I have to go inside, and I can't be out here. Here's where I'm at, into day 2. I feel like I need to take a little bit more off. I don't think I have it quite, there's a size reference. I don't think I have it quite deep enough. I guess I'll go online tonight and watch a video, just break down and do it. See what other ways people do it. I'm just hacking away. So that's where I'm at. I'll be back tomorrow and probably take this down. I'll be back tomorrow and I'll probably take this part down and make it a little more deeper. Looks more inset, I guess. Pops more, whatever the word is. Hey guys, Rock Solid Passion here. I'm back. This is day 3. I have went back over my relief carving here of the horse head. I used my carving chisels, and then I went back with the Dremel tool as well. And here's where we're at, what I have so far. I'm trying to round out the edges right now, but I'm still running into this problem with this soft spot. I tried to blend it, and then more just came out. It just started peeling out. So I guess maybe I'm going to try with some sanding disc or sanding paper, see if I can't smooth it out and just make it it look like a muscle. I didn't realize that. You see that? I got another one on the other hand. I didn't realize it at first. I'm dremeling away, zoom, zoom, zoom. Every once in a while I would slip and hit my hand. I didn't think about it, and I looked down and I got blood everywhere. These little suckers will cut you fast, and not only fast, but like deep. I mean, you just barely, just nick yourself like that, and it's cut. It's done, over with. So, does anybody have any ideas what to do with soft spots? Please leave me a comment. Let me know. I have another one up here. I think I might have showed it to you guys yesterday. I was able to. It made me lose my nice fine tips I had on the hair, but that's okay. I kind of Kinda fixed them. They were supposed to be, more like that, but it's a work in progress. Yeah. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna use the sanding pads, and then I will check back in and see how it turns out. Oh, guys, the sun's starting to go down. I don't want to stop, but dang it, I gotta do this video real quick so I can show you guys where I'm at. And then I got a little bit of sunlight left. I can do a little bit more. I'm doing all my shaping now and sanding. It's turning out fairly good. The more I try and fix that soft spot, the bigger it gets. Looks like my horse has got a big old gash in his neck. War horse. Just trying to get some depth in there. Still got to work on the eye. Not too bad, I think. Turned out pretty good. Well, I'm going to use up the rest of this daylight that I have, and then hopefully, weather permitting, we'll be back tomorrow. Hey guys, Roxella Passion here. I'm back. Day 3? Yeah, I think it's day 3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's day 3. I went over it again yesterday off camera. I wasn't getting enough curve with my sanding, so I put some harder angles in with my Dremel, and today I'm just going back over it and starting the sanding process again. So that's where I'm at with that. Oh yeah, I did the eye too. I hadn't done the eye and the nose yet. I got those done. And this thing, doesn't matter what I do, it just keeps getting bigger, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna leave it its character for the horse. Alright, I'll get back to sanding and I'll check back in a little bit and see how it's going. OCD is kicking in big time with this thing. I keep going back to like touch something up and then I'll nick something while I'm doing it and then gotta go fix that, and it's like a never ending process. I could keep sanding this and trying to get more detail, but I think I'm gonna call it here, call it done. The reason I'm doing that is because of my knot here, which I can't finish out my horse or the mouth. Soft spot here and the soft spot here. My bad. I should have picked a better piece of wood. But I couldn't tell. I mean, look. It looked good other than that knot. And I thought I was going to miss it. I didn't think it was going to... When I had my pattern, I didn't realize it was that big that it would come down that far. So, that's alright. I learned a lesson. Pick better wood next time. Let's see. I think it turned out fairly well. I still need to put a little something on the eye there. And I might end up cutting it out. Yeah. Might do that. Maybe just what do you call it? Like a silhouette where it's like a blob shape behind it and cut it out. Let me get it wet so you can see some more detail. Not to mention with it being cedar, look at wet, it always looks better. That beautiful color comes through. Hey, the mark doesn't look too bad there. Kind of goes with the stripe across the face. Alright. Like I said, I'm going to call this one done. And I already have a pattern picked out for the next one. Let me know what you guys think. Any tips or suggestions, please feel free. What do you do with your knots? What do you do about your soft?